Welcome to Love and Logic's Parenting Children with Health Issues. Do you ever wonder how to raise children who are confident, respectful, and responsible? Kids who eat right and take their medications all by themselves? Many parents rely on the rant, rave, rescue, and remind approach to parenting. And while this might work in the short run, it won't in the long run, especially if your kids are teenagers. So how do children really learn responsibility? With the 5 essential E's of love and logic. Join Dr. Foster Cline, a child psychiatrist, and Lisa Greene, a parent educator and mom of 2 kids with cystic fibrosis, as they discuss the 5 essential E's for raising responsible kids.
Hello, I'm Dr. Foster Cline, and today we're taking one of the other E's of the 5 E's of love and logic. And right now we're going to be talking about encouragement. And with me here is Lisa Greene, mom of 2 cystic fibrosis kids. And let me say this about encouragement. Encouragement is something that is an important tool and it's an important skill, but it has to come from the heart, the same way empathy does. In other words, when we were talking about empathy, we didn't say this, but it doesn't do any good to say, oh, bummer for you. Oh, that's your problem. I bet you feel bad about that. It has to come from the heart. Encouragement has to come from the heart. Like, what would be the difference between encouragement and praise? How do you see the difference between those two things?
Well, if my kids do something great, like my son comes home with a good grade on a paper, instead of saying, wow, great job, Jake, I am so proud of you, which does work, with a lot of kids, and it does make them feel good, especially when they're little kids. Instead, encouragement says, wow, Jake, way to go. I bet you're really proud of yourself. How does that make you feel? And
if you really want to encourage them, how did you decide to do it? How did you do it? Well, I bet you put thought in that. Really? How did you make that decision? Boom, boom, boom. Encouragement is question after question after question, because encouragement leads people to think, figure things out, feel good about their accomplishment. Praise doesn't necessarily do that. You see, if I say to Lisa, hey, Lisa, you're doing a good job with this, way to go.
I might go, no, I'm not. I didn't do a good job. Or a good example is like of a kid drawing a picture. Like if, when I draw a picture, he might say, wow, that's a beautiful picture. And I go, no, it's not. I don't think it is.
Yeah, or, I mean, at least if I said, hey, Lisa, you're doing a great job today, she could say nicely back, I'm sure she would, thank you, which is sweet, but it doesn't go anywhere. But if I say to her, if I start asking questions and giving her encouragement, then it goes, Lisa, how do you think we're doing on the 5 E's today? How do you feel you're doing on this?
I think we're doing okay.
Really? Why is that? Like, why do you think we're doing okay on this?
Well, I think we're getting the information out there, and I think people will appreciate it, and I think...
Do you think we have enough pizzazz?
Probably. I guess we'll find out.
Are we giving you good information? See, those questions about how the kid decided to do it are the encouraging thing. And that doesn't mean we can never praise them. We're not saying don't ever praise, but let's be aware of the fact that praise only works when the kid feels good about us and when they feel we're in a position to judge them. If both of those things aren't present, praise is not going to work.
Well, and I think a danger with praise is that it's something that makes the parent feel good. And I think that's part of the challenge with praise, is because we want to be responsible for making the kid feel good about themselves, instead of saying things that kind of empower them to make the decision internally to feel good about themselves.
Yeah, and I guess the last thing we want to say about that, the danger of the external praise, is then when kids blow it in high school, college, and some of the areas sometimes when suicide actually takes place, they're really afraid of disappointing their parents, and some take the easy way out on that. So when it's an internal thing, and we're going to talk about the encouraging thing, and when we talk about encouragement, like, geez, I know you can handle it and so forth, then, and it's internal, and they're not trying to please some external source, it makes the kid tougher and able to cope with bad times better than if over a period of time they've done things to please their parents.
Right, because their scale of success is based on their own internal scale. I mean, they're doing things to please themselves and to make the grade for themselves, not necessarily to please a parent.
And so the magic phrase of encouragement as we end here, that you can use so many times, is, gosh, honey, how are you going to work that out? Or, gosh, honey, how did you decide to work that out? Those are the 2 magic phrases of encouragement.
Thank you for your interest in Love and Logic's Parenting Children with Health Issues. For more parenting tools, tips, and tactics, including many free resources, visit parentingchildrenwithhealthissues.com. You can also visit loveandlogic.com for general parenting resources.